I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak, and I seem to find
I am a fire that will not freeze over.
What are you doing, Aunt Elly?
Tending to my flower boxes. I have to whisper encouragement to the bulbs in the dead of winter. Raises their self-value, you see. Jade, my dear, what are you doing in the sitting corner of my house?
Well, I told you I'd be here on Tuesday, Aunt Elly, to work on your biography.
Is it Tuesday already? Not much left of it. Happy Tuesday!
How have you been feeling?
Would you like some tea?
Oh, no. Thank you. And so last time we left off, you were telling me about your hometown.
Oh, did I ever tell you the story of elephant tea?
No, actually.
It was my time in the circus.
Wait, you were in the circus?
Yes. During my whirlwind trip, I found myself in a circus to save up for gas money. I sewed costumes and I took care of the animals and I played the piano for the clowns and the trapeze artists. Well, one night, one of the elephants I was taking care of got sick. So I made her some tea. She died.
Did you join the circus before or after you met Uncle Jerry?
During.
You told me you met him in a restaurant.
Yes, we were playing in this ritzy place, so they wouldn't let me play the piano. So I sat behind the bar and I sulked while the band played this glorious song. Your Uncle Jerry played a wonderful clarinet solo that put my piano playing to shame. So I made up my mind to hate him. Then he had to sit down next to me and buy me a drink.
What did you talk about?
Oh, I don't remember the ramblings of 20-somethings plied with alcohol. He wore a blue bell in his coat pocket, in his buttonhole. It was a very funny flower for a buttonhole. Really just doesn't fit right, but he insisted on it. Every day I saw him, he had a blue bell jammed in his coat pocket. That was the thing I liked best about him. Do you know how to waltz, Jade?
No. Why don't you tell me more about the circus?
This is really important for your writing. It's research.
We don't have any music.
Ha-ha!
And I'll just step all over you.
Well, it'll just be like my dear Jerry. I'll be Put your hand on my shoulder. There. Use this for all your gentlemen friends. Now the waltz consists of one big step on the downbeat and two small steps. Normal waltzing. So we're in this ritzy establishment with white tablecloths. Don't look at my feet there, it makes me very self-conscious. So there's this lovely group of people with pearls and little black dresses and fancy food. It would take several years study of Italian to pronounce. So, you know, Jerry was not the sprightliest she ever was. So he was really doing much worse than you. Smiled a good deal more, though. So the Elly Jerry went more like lunge pat. Lunge pat.
I'm too tall.
So was I. My dancing a little giant squid. Twirl! So we're in the middle of coining the Elly Jerry when they kicked us out. They kicked us out for less than fruity dancing. So I stole a bottle of wine and with Elly Jerry into the street, which is the famous birthplace of the Elly Jerry dip. Fat cats could have seen it happen too. Oh dear, I'm quite worn out. I'll be patching soon.
Are you all right?
Just give me a moment, dear. I'll be fit to fight Mars himself.
Do you miss him?
What dear?
Do you miss Uncle Jerry?
Oh, I keep too busy. I have no time to miss him.
You don't miss Uncle Jerry?
Morty,
He lived for you.
and I love him still with all that I can, but love and life are not the same things, Jade. He was a very quiet person. I don't have to worry about looking under my feet anymore. If I stop and try hard, I still miss him, his clarinet playing in my garden. So you can stop glaring at me. They're very much like your mother.
I suppose it has been a while.
Here we are, trapped in the amber of the moment. There is no why. More tea, dear.
Oh, no. So last time you told me you got to name me, my mom never told me that story.
Oh, yes. I sprinted into that hospital room that fateful June
I was
morning,
born in November.
and I stood like the sturdy little stone you are. You felt so lucky I wanted to toss you into a pond. So I tried to call you Elly.
So where did Jade come from?
No, your mother was still on quite a bit of pain medication, which is the only explanation for calling her Jade on her tumble. Every time I look at you, I think, there's my lucky little pebble. Oh, I'm quite exhausted. I'm going to have to tell Richard Moss to find somebody else to host his fits of insomnia.
Richard Moss. I met him, didn't I? He's the painter?
Yes, he asks me to marry him in the early hours of the morning at least once a week. He thinks if he doesn't charm his way into my kitchen, I won't stay up with him. Granted, if he wasn't so charming, I wouldn't let him fill my kitchen with cigarette smoke. At this point, I think he thinks it would hurt my feelings if he didn't propose. I have my mind made up to accept it one day.
Did he ever paint you?
Oh, yes. I was an excellent model. There's a gallery in Seattle that has an entire series of me titled Moss. It's really quite bizarre to see so many versions of myself at the exhibition, rather like funhouse mirrors. It would be even worse if I went back now, and quite depressing at this stage of my life.
Why was it called Moss?
He painted me green. There are just many versions of myself. They're all beautifully realistic, but I'm green in every single one. He had me curl up like a boulder and lie like a log across some rocks and stretch out like a tree. I said I looked sick or like some female green giant. He just patted me on the hand and said, "I've captured you." I think he just captured a moment. Who wants a moment anyway when they're in the middle of experiencing one? I've never really understood creative. Now don't be alarmed if the power goes out.
Oh, it hasn't been snowing that bad. It shouldn't affect your power.
Oh, well, I suppose that's true, but I'm in a rather heated debate with utility folks. So towards the end of the month, they have a tendency to turn on the power.
Did they raise your bill?
Well, my current findings have caused me to review all of the unjust payments I've made throughout my life, and I found that the utility bill is by far the most extravagant, so I'm resolved to do without. The world needs people like me to fight the fight for change.
And Elly, why don't you come live with us? You're alone here, and if you can't afford to keep it up, you shouldn't have to live in the dark. Let us take care of you.
That's a kindly offer, dear, but I've always been happier than kudzu on a mountain in this house. Jade, dear, would you like to hear about my come to Jesus moment?
Okay.
So, I'm in this gas station with my head in the toilet, and I am so more than I think is absolutely possible. I mean, I was there for a good 15 minutes. And that's when I realized I really need to tend to my garden again.
And Elly, we need to talk.
Yes. What do you think
Of what?
of it? Life! You've had a solid 25 years. What do you think of it?
You're the loudest person I've ever met. My mom says you went to the doctor the other day.
Yes, George is a dear fellow, but he really doesn't understand anything. I think he spent too much time popping Adderall in medical school to really understand the current situation.
The current situation?
Well, yes, he's 27 years old, and not an ounce of worldly news about his entire office.
It wasn't good news, was it?
No, actually, we had a lovely conversation about the chances of precipitation. He had just planted his vegetable garden and will thrive wonderfully this year. I can just feel it.
What did the doctor tell you?
Oh, he said keep taking my arthritis medicine, but what he doesn't know is I have a very healthy supply of mints in my garden.
You're still taking that arthritis potion?
Of course.
Then why are you stopping treatment?
Oh. Would you like some more tea, dear?
No, I don't want any more tea, Aunt Elly. When I was 15 and got stood up for that date, you made me tea and you told me to take myself out to dinner. When I got in fights with my mom, you told me the best approach was the high step into adulthood. At Uncle Jerry's funeral, you told me to strive to be worth someone crying over. And when my novel got rejected, you told me to reload and shoot like hell at the next publishing company. You're always telling me to fight my way through life, and now you're just giving up. You're letting yourself die, and I can't figure out how old you were when you joined the circus.
My dear, every day of your life has to be a fight until you're too tired to fight anymore.
You're still waltzing, aren't you?
I'm broke, Jade. I've barely a penny to my name, and I'm exhausted. You have to know when to call it quits, dear. And that's how I became Montreal's most notorious poker player. Anyway, this house could collapse around me tomorrow. I built it, so I know the truth of it. My story is still being written. Oh, look, it's snowing. We can go out on the roof and watch it. Oh, now you're ruining your elephant tea. Okay, I'll sit here all prim and proper and answer all of your questions as best I can. Will that make you happy, dear? Fire away.
What year were you born?
1945. To a loving and devoted family who had no desire to have a pet hedgehog.
I tell you the sun